public and everyone, and welcome to The Offensive, where I will talk about things that are offensive to me. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. Well, something has come up that has been offensive to me recently in my life. This one's a little hard to speak about because it is personal to me, and it's a little hard, but I'll try. On the weekend, like on Wednesday was my niece's birthday, but her little 3-year-old birthday party wasn't till Saturday. Now, my sister, my mum and myself got together and really tried to make this birthday party happen and make it so that, you know, my niece had the best day. You know, she could run around with her little friends at the public pool. It was a hot day, so they could do that and be happy, be merry, all that sort of thing. And the fact that my sister invited, so that there was going to be 15 little kids running around, so that, you know, my niece had someone to play with and be happy with, and a baby pool, you know. But that didn't happen. She had 0 friends turn up to her party, and that was saddening. Like, every single one of them rang my sister to cancel that morning. Now, that was so unfair, and my sister was left crying. My sister was so upset and riled up because of what happened. I was totally heartbroken for my poor niece, for Annabelle, and it just wasn't fair that her friends didn't turn up, you know. And you want my niece to have the best time. She was dressed in her Wiggle outfit, like she was dressed in a Emma Wiggle costume. She had her hair up in buns with the little Emma Wiggle bows in her hair, and she was so gung-ho and happy to get in the pool and have a splash around. But then to have where she had none of her little friends from preschool come, I found that to be so sad for Annabelle. She was pretty upset, but as adults, like my family and I and friends that we knew, we tried to do the best and make it a really happy day for Annabelle. It was just bad that she was let down, and it was really sad. Like, I'll show you a picture, just a sec. Like, she is so cute. Like, look at her. Like, she's a terribly cute little girl. I love her to pieces. You know, and the fact she got let down and she's like part of my world, it breaks my heart, you know. Like, my poor little Annie, she got wronged, and she's only 3. Like, how can someone wrong a 3-year-old, you know? And so I've told my sister that any of those girls who have those kids were your friend, they obviously aren't your friend, because my sister hauled ass to nearly every single one of their birthday parties, yet my sister wanted them in return to come to Annabelle's, and they didn't. They were super lazy, super awful and terrible to go and do that, you know. That was awful, and I don't think they should call themselves humans or people, because you let a little girl down, you let someone down. Like, as I said, me and my family tried to make the best day we could with her and jump around the pool with her and have a fun day, but at the same token, she needs like little kid stimulant as well. Like, she needs to be stimulated with other little kids, companionship and laughing and frolicking and knowing the same little baby talk jokes and stuff. But you know, we don't quite cut it because we're adults and we try, but you know, it's just not the same. I love Annie, and it's just not fair. It's super, super not fair. You know, she's a huge Emma Wiggle fan, and you know, the fact she was wearing like little swimmers and the thing, like the things in her hair, and she was so adorable to look at. Like, if I could go through my phone, I'll find the picture, because I actually took photos on my Polaroid camera of her of this day, because I couldn't, because she was so adorable to look at that day. Like, it's, look at this sad little one. Like, sorry about my screen being smashed, but look at this. She's so sad. She's trying to smile, but she can't. She's wearing her Emma Wiggle outfit, and she's had her little Emma Wiggle things in there. Look, she's so sad. Look at that. Look at that little face. You tell me she's not sad. Tell me she's not sad, you know? And it broke my heart from that day, like, that she had no little friends with her, and she, like, we even made it, like, my sister made this cake. I put it on my Instagram if you want to check it out. This great Emma Wiggle cake for her that was like $150 later made. It was worth it, and it was adorable, and we had to sing happy birthday to her and everything, and when it really should have been her friends having fun, you know, eating fairy cakes and eating fairy bread, and you know, eating fruit, and just sitting there having a time of her life, having the best time, but instead having to have fun with a bunch of adults. Like, it just didn't seem fair. So I just want to put that out on the offensive this week, that it's just not fair. It's terrible what happened to poor Annie. I love Annie to death. That's my nickname for her. Her name is Annabelle. And it shouldn't have happened. Whoever didn't turn up to her party, you're an asshole. You're an idiot. You're a bitch for not turning up with your kid. Like, what was more important than celebrating my niece's birthday? Like, fucking seriously, whoever was invited to my sister's, my niece's birthday party, and, you know, and that made my sister cry, you are an absolute asshole. So I hope that lazy Saturday you spent at home with your not so sick kid that you keep telling us, and that you also had to go get your license because you had to be on a particular day bullshit, or that, oh, my grandma's dying, or my mother's sick, or whatever fucking shitty excuse you all come up with. You're nothing but seance to me. You hear me? Seance. You're nothing but terrible human beings and garbage people. You should go to hell. Basically go to hell, because you're scum for not turning up to a important milestone birthday for my poor little niece. Her 3-year-old birthday. And she could have had so much fun. But you guys refused her that. So, you're assholes, and I really think you should... You know where I'm going with that. I'm just so mad as her auntie, and so upset that she did get the birthday party that she ultimately wanted. And that, you know, she's worth more than that, and it's just not fair. By the way, guys, I'm not yelling at all of you. I'm only yelling at those who did not turn up to my niece's party. And know that I love you all, except for the ones who didn't turn up to my niece's party. So, it's all good. I'm sure you guys out there would have turned up if you were invited, and that's lovely and all. But it comes down to my niece needs little kids to hang out with, and she didn't get that chance, even though she went to all their birthday parties and got dragged along to their little birthday parties, and yet, you know, they couldn't stick it out for her, and that's not fair. not at all. And they're not, obviously not friends of Anna, not friends of my sister. So, fuck you. That's how I feel. I hope you all get chlamydia, all the mothers get chlamydia or some sort of STD and never produce again. That's how I feel. It's just that simple. You're a terrible human being and I think you should die in hell. Anyway, I want to move on, even though Annie is my little angel. She's my little niece and my little best buddy and I love her to death. So anyway, I'm moving on. Second rate of news. Ivanka Trump. Okay, so Trump's daughter, she went to Pyeongchang, as we all know, and she went there to be the representative of the US for the Winter Olympics, we all know. But what we know as well is that when she was in the closing ceremony, when she was sitting down, apparently she, in the next row 4 up from her, was the general who was representing North Korea, who was also a war criminal for acts of torture and really bad crimes against humanity. Now, how is Ivanka to know that this person existed? Like, I hate Trump and I hate his family and everything, but how was she to know she was sitting right near that guy? Like, seriously, how is she supposed to know? Like, I don't get it. Like, I hate how these people are going, how can she sit near a war criminal? I don't know, this shows you another sign that Trump and the administration are really shit people, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we know they're shit people. Like, we don't have to know this and keep banging on about the fact that he is a horrible, shitty person. We know, right? But same token, like, I don't think she knew who the hell she was sitting near. You know, and I don't think she was colluding with him or talking to him or anything like that. So she was only being gracious and being nice in the spirit of the games. Now, if you think that she's going to collude with them and they're going to, you know, all this other stuff, no, there's no conspiracy, there's no espionage going on. It's just simple as that. Stop making mountains out of molehills. So that's what pissed me off in the news. Like, they're trying to make it out with some big fucking deal. It's not. It's just bullshit. People. Just people. Whatevs. Next thing. Last thing I want to talk about. This is another thing that happened to me, but you can also go check it out on my Twitter page. If you go to my Twitter page, you can actually see this going on. So anyone who, like in my Nick Click, who follows me on Instagram and on Twitter and on Facebook will know what's going on. But basically, I put up a picture I put it on Twitter first, but then I put it on Instagram later that day. As I went to the shop known as Typo. Now, I don't know if you have a Typo in your country or not. I know they're everywhere, but Typo is a stationery company. Not only do they sell stationery, they also sell mugs, cups, bottles, bags, magnets, cards, hats, key rings, purses, just diaries, and just like everything you can possibly, like knick-knacky you can think of, they make it. And they always make it in a style of hipster style or common pop culture style or things that are just popular on the internet. And it's always swayed towards people who are YouTubers. It's kind of like in America, I know you got a store called Hot Topic. It's kind of like Hot Topic in a way, but with stationery and bags and cups and stuff. It's pretty much that. Anyway, so it's really, as I said, aimed towards YouTubers and kids who watch YouTube and people who know about the internet or people who just like knick-knacky cute gifts. So I was in there yesterday because I was inquiring about getting a bottle because my niece, as I just mentioned, Annabelle, loves, I have these 2 bottles. You've seen my bottles before, guys. These ones, I got 2 of them, okay? So I got 2 of them, those bottles. My niece is always trying to drink out of them when she comes over, and I always have them around the house so that it reminds me that I've got to drink water and keep drinking water. And so I thought that for Easter, instead of buying her Easter eggs, I'd buy something practical and I'd go get her a bottle to drink out of, like just like Auntie Cole's one, but from Typo, because that's where I buy them from. Now, I was in there inquiring about this and looking at what type of bottles were out there, or maybe what I could buy for her. And while I was looking at all those things, on the same sort of shelves, you had mugs, like drinking mugs. And they come across one that was more, I love pugs. I want to own a pug. I love pugs. I think pugs are the most gorgeous things you've seen in my life. And I want one because, you know, pugs are my life. And so I wanted to buy one, and what happened was I saw these little pug mugs, but the thing was they had a unicorn horn at their head, and I was like, what? There's mugs with pugs with like horns? Like, this is like, is this a pug? Is it a unicorn? What is this, you know? And first thought, like, Doug the pug, who dresses up in different outfits, kind of reminds me of that, and I thought that was really adorable. And the fact they brought 2 pop culture phenomenons like dogs and puppies with unicorns and put them together was pretty innovative and pretty funny. So I had to take a photo of it, so I did. I took a photo of the mug sideways and front on so you guys could see it. And I put it up on Twitter saying, you know, what is this, a unicorn or is it a dog? What is it? Like, it's cute but like weird. And so I put that up there for you guys in the Nick Click, and it just was just weird to me. And then later, when I was sitting down after dinner, I was putting photos into my phone to Instagram, and I happened to put it up on Instagram as well. And I said, you know, what is this, unicorn, dog? I think I need a drink to figure this out, because I don't know, this is just weird. I was just making fun like I always do, because, well, I'm a YouTuber. That's what we do. We make fun of things we see in observations. Like observation comedy, you know, you make fun of something. That was okay till I opened my Twitter this morning and to find I had a tweet back that I don't think really needed explanation or a tweet back from Typo. Like, fucking, oh my god, like, seriously? Like, seriously, it says, Typo has long used animals and their quirky characteristics, something I'm trying to say, to add personality to our campaigns. We understand that our creative choices won't always appeal to every customer, but as we reach a very diverse customer base, we try for something for everybody. Thanks, Team Typo. Did my joke or anything warrant an answer? No, it didn't. It didn't warrant an answer. Are you trying to push me away, Typo? Are you trying to push me away? Seriously, I'm a customer. I'm like a customer that's been around for ages. I have a Typo bag that's about 10 years old, and it looks like it is. And I love it to death. It's one of my favorite accessories to have around. And I love it. And I also like going and buying more stuff from Typo. I love buying their pens. I love buying their books. I love buying magnets from them because it's quirky and funny, and I love the store so much. But their online people don't have a sense of humor. And so, you know, the fact that they had to sit there and mansplain things to me was just like, are you fucking serious? Does it need an explanation? And that's pretty much what I told them. I don't think this needs an explanation because I was like having a joke. Learn to laugh at yourself, Typo. It was a fucking joke. Seriously? What is wrong with you? Seriously. But, alas, I got an answer back. Want to hear it? It says, we certainly love to laugh with our customers. We sometimes we laugh alone, you know? Because maybe not everyone thinks we're as funny as we do. We do try to respond to all our customers' comments, but we do regret if we misunderstood your comment. Yeah, you did. Idiots. Did you look to find the fact I'm a YouTuber who likes to make people laugh? And so I thought that my group and little community would actually love to have a bit of a laugh and enjoy their day for a change and show them something weird and quirky just to give them a bit of a giggle or a cute "aw" in the day? Like, did you ever think that at all? Mind you, free advertising for Typo at the same time that I'm blasting them. But, seriously though, like, really? This is how I feel. Like, they don't have a funny bone. Like, it comes to their products, they sure do. But when it comes to their online people, they've been behind the computer too long. Go out and get a shag and come back. Like, seriously? Like, go and get a funny bone and come back. Because it doesn't feel like you have one. But then when I turned around and told them that this was going on my YouTube show because they don't know how to laugh, and I'm just pissed off at the fact that they actually had to respond to something that was meant to be a joke or not meant to be mansplained to me, I got another response. And it was this. We're a bit confused here and apologise if we offended you in any way, as this was not at all our intention. Please let us know if you need help with anything. We can do our best to assist. Thanks, Team Typo. That's all I have to say about that one. Is really? Like, what? Ooh, like, seriously? You don't need to respond. I might put at Typo, but you don't need to respond every time. I put it there because as I'm a long-time customer, long-time fan of that place, and if it shut down, I would cry. But the fact that they have no funny bone and that they're very corporate about the way they do things, even though they are supposed to be a hipster store with hipster things and pop culture things, it's just they don't get it. They've lost themselves in the corporate world and they just miss the mark, and it feels like they've lost their identity and they don't understand their market anymore. They really don't, because I even looked at their pens yesterday and some of their stuff was so full crappy that of course it's not selling because it's crappy, and some of their stuff will sell because it's useful and also really cool. So, you know, stop being dicks and find yourselves, Typo, because you've lost yourselves, you've lost your way, and you've lost touch of who you're marketing to. So yeah, I'm kind of ticked off by that. If you've had any problems with Typo in the past in a funny but weird way like I have recently, put in the comments below and I will sit there and hash it out with you guys. There is no issue with that one. Also, if you want to talk about anything that I've said today, also comment below. If you like today's episode and you're not subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? Subscribe already, alright? Yeah, and like it. Liking is great. But not only that, there is more. Oh yes. You can also add yourself to my Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, what else? Google Plus, just anything that I have, you can go do that. And I also have a, what's that thing called again? What is it called? I'm not so sure. Patreon. I got a Patreon. So go look on my Patreon, please, because that would help me a whole million more, because I'm not on the YouTube partner program anymore, so I can do what the heck I want without them complaining to me about, oh, it's content, oh, yeah, la la la. I got no advertisers, so yeah, this is great. I don't have enough subscribers to have a partnership with YouTube anymore, even though I've had my partnership since 2008. So yeah, it's been 10 years since I have made videos, started making videos, so that's a thing, so that's cool. So yeah, I can do what I want on here and put up whatever I want and put up silly things, and they just can't block me about it. So that's okay, it's all good. And as I said, if you want to talk to me about anything today, subscribe to me, like me, anything else, share it around, show everybody, share it around like it's syphilis. And anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you next time. And please spare a thought for my poor little Annabelle. And it's her party. She could cry if she wanted, and she did, because no one was there to have fun with her. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!